Right, we're going to continue the kind of Halloweenish theme in just 2 ticks. We're going to be joining Steve Bull, one of the investigators from Coventry Paranormal Investigations. Find out what he's had for lunch. He's our feature on Lunchbox this afternoon. He says that he's from a very level-headed group of skeptics. A very level-headed group of skeptics, I was going to say there. Skeptics who believe 98% of paranormal reports can be explained. We're going to be hearing more from him in just a couple of ticks' time here on BBC Coventry in Warwickshire. Molly in for Vic today through till 4. Clive Eakin, of course, here at 4 o'clock. All of today's news. The people making Friday's news as well, joining Clive. And that's just ahead of the Sky Blues phone-in from 6 o'clock tonight.
We are BBC Coventry and Warwickshire.
So then, this is the juncture of the show where we have a nose into your lunchbox, which will probably be closed by now. You've probably eaten the contents. Dabbed the corners of your mouth with a napkin and probably gone back to work. So let's reflect on the last hour on lunchtime. Today we are joining Steve Bull from Coventry Paranormal Investigations to nose into his box. All right, Steve.
Good afternoon.
How you doing? All right.
Oh, not bad. How are you?
Well, really well. Weekend's round the corner. So you can't fail to be okay on a Friday afternoon.
Exactly.
And I just smiled at the description of yourself that you're part of a level-headed group of skeptics.
Yes, skeptics, not septics.
Not
yes.
septics, because that would just make you just a bit icky, wouldn't it? To be fair. No, I like this because I've spoken to so many people in the past who are, ghost hunters. I guess you're not kind of labelled with that.
We do get called ghost hunters, yeah, but it's not a label that we like.
No, you're more of the scientific side, aren't you?
We are. We get called into various places, and we go to places that have had apparent hauntings. But what we found out, 'cause, we've been doing this now for about 10, 11 years, and you can go into these places and you can probably identify at least 98% of any phenomena that's going on and put a reasoning to it. But it's just that little last 2% that really keeps us interested.
Well, listen, I'm going to discuss this 2% with you in a couple of ticks, but we have to delve into your lunchbox first.
It's a happy place to be.
Is it already shut? Have you already eaten?
It is already shut, and the corners of the mouth have been dabbed with the napkin.
With the napkin, so you're ready for the rest of the afternoon. Well, come on then, explain all. What have you had?
I had the most gorgeous sausage and onion batch, closely followed by a really nice cupcake baked freshly by my wife this morning.
Oh, and was it actually in a box?
The cupcake was in a box. But not the sandwich. The sandwich was actually on a plate.
Oh. Well, I don't know about you, but I think lunch actually tastes different out of a box. I don't know whether it's reminiscent of the school days, but it's just far more exciting in a box.
I'm going to say I prefer mine on a plate because my memories of school meals are not happy ones.
Oh, are they not? Why not?
No. I can remember actually once we had tomatoes. It's a lot of fried tomatoes, and I actually cut into one and found 3 ants.
Oh, no, really?
And obviously, I know it's extra protein and everything, but not the sort of thing that you want to find on your plate.
Were they alive?
No, they had been deep fried.
They'd been deep fried?
Yes.
I bit into an almond. When you eat an almond, the way to eat an almond is to bite it in half, and then you feel the smooth bit on your lip. I don't know whether that's just me, or whether you do that with an almond as well.
That could just be you.
It could just be. A lot of things are just me. But I did that the other day with an almond, and I put it on my lip, and I thought, that's a bit rough. And I looked at it, and it was full of eggs.
Ooh.
I know, and I'd already eaten half as well.
Oh, that's not good.
Hopefully they'd been deep fried or sorted at the point of production as well. But anyway, listen, well, thank you for telling us what was in your lunchbox.
You're more than welcome.
And back to the 2% very quickly. So 98% of your investigations are explained by an open window or something?
Yes, an open windows, creaky floorboards, water pipes, electrics is a big one. People complain that they have headaches, they feel like they're being watched, they suffer from paranoia. You get what's called corner of the eye syndrome, where you think you see something out the corner of your eye, and then when you look, it's not there. And a vast majority of that can actually be explained by either a phenomenon called infrasound or EMF, electromagnetic fields. If you get an area where there is high EMF, it can actually play tricks on you and actually make you feel, make you come down with physical, a condition sort of thing. You know what I mean? That makes you feel like you're being watched.
Unbelievable.
And the infrasound, which was actually really looked into by Vic Tandy, who was a Coventry, a local chap. And he found out that when there's high infrasound, it actually makes your eye vibrate.
Yeah.
And what that does is that can actually make you see things that aren't there, and give you the feeling that you're being watched and paranoia and all that sort of thing again. So there's a vast majority of all hauntings can be explained by things like that.
Yeah, but have you ever come across one that can't?
Yes.
Go on.
Yes, we were doing a pub. But even then, you do second guess yourself. I mean, I'm probably a little bit too much of a sceptic, but we were doing a pub in Derby, and we'd done an investigation for the night. We'd heard all sorts of reports. We hadn't actually caught anything. We hadn't seen anything. We hadn't recorded anything, and we were actually setting up for the night. And I was in the bar with our founder, Martin Higginson, in the group, and also the landlord. And as I was talking to both of them, I actually saw an apparition walk up the bar towards us, behind them.
Get out of the way.
It was a torso of a woman. And as I described this lady to the landlord, he actually said that I just described perfectly the old landlady of the pub.
Oh, my Lord. Well, listen, we're running out of time. Does that mean, just in a nutshell, then, that you do believe? Yes, I do believe. Yes.
But I don't believe that everything that is declared as being paranormal is paranormal, but I definitely do believe that there is more out there than we know about.
You see, that just reinforces your sceptic-ness.
If that's a real word, yes, I'm going to go with that.
Listen, just very quickly, I've only got a couple of seconds. I take it you're really busy in the next 2 or 3 weeks, then?
We've got a couple of investigations on the go, yes, which we're looking forward to.
Well, listen, can we keep in touch and find out whether, they're in that 2%
Of course you can,
category?
you're always welcome.
And listen, we're out of time for me to play your song. What song do you want?
It's Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall.
No problem. If you stay tuned, I shall do it straight after the news. Okay?
That's lovely.
Now, you have dabbed the corners of your mouth. That'll ease you into Friday afternoon back to work.
It certainly will.
All right, marvellous. Thank you for being in our lunchbox today.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for asking me.
Cheers, Steve Ball.
BBC Coventry and Warwickshire Travel.
What a lovely man. And I shall play his song in the